Yeah, we can't move forward until
Coming
we're back
back.
on live for the recording.
I need it. I want it. Let's see. Did it end or did it come back? No. Oh boy, a separate stream. That's okay. It's back. Okay, back. Uh,
Back.
at least I cut out when you were describing this nasty purple thing that is crushed under the weight of itself, and then you said something about what it was wearing, and then my internet died.
Dirty loincloth.
Yes, it's wearing a dirty loincloth and a vest bedecked in runes. Um, However, that's not the important thing. The important thing is that it catches sight of its reflection in the mirrored surface of Youngar Thorn's armor, and its eyes go wide. And a, a rectangular a rectangular shape appears in the air above its head. Where's my Haribo? You're in the clouds, and you're chatting. You're chatting with Velsharoon. No, with Zogmoth. Sorry about that.
What kind of
And
stuff did you teach Margery? Say you're her spiritual mentor. In what facet? What are you guiding her in the ways of?
I'm guiding her in the ways of our deity. Lord Velsharoon guides all our movements.
Feel like she may have mentioned that name before. That feels familiar.
It's possible, I could not say. However, it does seem like the demands of this space are pressing upon us. And as he says that, a white rectangle appears in the clouds below you.
I quickly
Make it
grab Zogmoth. I
Oh.
wrap around him. You
make
can't
a
take me,
dexterity
dwarf.
save.
Or I'm bringing Zogmoth with me. A natural 19. Dexterity is an addition, but not by much.
Damn. Okay. You
Dream Haribo is efficient.
Dream Haribo Margery jumps onto Velsharoon.
Zogmoth.
No, Zogmoth, as the white rectangle appears below you. It follows you as you jump onto him, and now is beneath both of you. um,
Then it looks like the demands of this space are pressing in on both of us.
I hate that for everybody. And then both of you fall through the white rectangle.
Yes.
That's
Oh.
How
awesome.
many can we get in a room at one time?
Let's make them all talk.
Okay. Sparkleoneous, Margery, and Thaddeus.
And young Garthorn.
You see Youngar Thorn charging into the darkness towards these eyes. And two things happen at once. First, a purple hand the size of Thorn appears out of the darkness and just sideswipes him. Just whoomph, and then he's gone into the darkness. Maybe you hear Thaddeus go, as he flies away. But in his place, from the white rectangle above, drops Margery and
Cosplaying as Haribo.
Zogmoth.
Dog. What? Dog?
Nope. Sorry. I can only think of the one name. It's
No,
not
no, it is
Zogmoth.
Zogmoth.
It
It is
is
Zogmoth.
It is Zogmoth. Okay,
It's
good.
Margery cosplaying as Haribo and Zogmoth.
Yes. The both of you drop through the rectangle.
Ah, myself and my young friends. Well, this is weird. I brought this guy.
I should not be in this space. And
Oh, who's this guy?
Zogmoth gestures with his with his free hand, and a circle of runes appears and pulses and then fizzles out. Zogmoth says, "Oh, that's unfortunate." Um,
Uh, it is unfortunate.
Sorry, I was just trying to think of how to do the next bit of this. Okay.
So wait, hold on. There's young Thaddeus, Sparkleoneous, and Haribo. Oh yeah, okay. It's hard for me to. This is a mess.
Yeah, no, the whole party is here, plus the eyeballs in hand, plus Zogmoth.
Sweet.
And
Back up.
Thorn.
Young Garthorn has been knocked
Oh,
into
yeah, he's been
the middle
moved
distance.
into the darkness. Yeah.
Gabe said only one NPC at a time. Thank you.
I don't have dark vision anymore.
I
Dwarves
don't
have dark vision, don't
either.
they?
Margelonius, what do you see?
Margery and Thaddeus, I believe, both have dark vision based on who you are playing, I believe.
Ah.
Mark?
No,
Alright.
wait, Sparkleoneous has dark vision because he's playing Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my eyes were closed.
Margery may... Does Sparkleoneous have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay. Margery, you can also see.
Oh, shit.
And you, the both of you, see an immense purple giant recoil back from his own reflection in Youngar's armor, and he flails about himself, and he falls back into sort of a crab walk kind of a position, and he says, "Oh no, no, my liege, I'm sorry, I didn't think." And then
Oh.
another voice appears. This voice lacks a body and is only a pair of green eyes with slitted pupils that appear above all of this, just looking down. And a voice says, "You're playing with that which doesn't belong to you." And the giant says, "No, I didn't know. They fell asleep in my doorway. I and the other voice says, "It matters not how you came upon them, just that you didn't recognize an ownership brand when you saw it." And the purple giant attempts to crab walk away from all of you when all of a sudden from above him an even larger purple hand, a hand the size of the giant, appears from above him and just flats him flat. Just boom, pancakes.
Dang.
And from the wrist of this hand appear the same green eyes. And they're looking at you, Haribo.
Margery, right? Like
No.
Margery's body.
Well, yeah, Margery's body, but you, Haribo.
Yeah. I'm floating there in space with my legs crossed, like kind of lilting to the side, looking back. I don't.
Your friends owe you a debt of gratitude, for your presence in this space has saved them a great deal of hardship.
Wait, does that mean this isn't a dream?
Did you brand me? Her? When young. This is really hard to pass. Did you brand me when I was younger?
Haribo, you are mine.
Wait.
Now and forever. So has it been, and so shall it always be. You're welcome. And all of you wake up.
Zogmoth too, huh?
Do we
Zogmoth in
wake,
his bed. Ugh.
do we wake up as ourselves?
You do indeed. You wake up as yourselves back in your in your sleeping pallets, your various your tents, your sleeping bags, whatever it is, what have you. Yeah, you wake up.
What was that symbol? Harbo sketches it, draws it. Real quick.
Which?
The symbol that appeared on his leg, her leg, his
Ooh.
leg, her.
Okay.
He doesn't. It's a storm in his head, but that symbol has gotta had stuck with him, I imagine.
Yeah, no, I think all of you can take one thing to be a canon thing you remember from the Halloween episode into canon. Harbo, if you're going to take this symbol, an excellent
That felt
choice.
like a shitload of canon.
I want to take Ungathorn.
Yeah, no, it's all canon, but like
Dang
you can keep something
I'm keeping Ungathorn
as a conscious memory for yourselves.
I should have. Dang it! I should have taken Zogmoth as a reward. Now he's mine.
I mean, the symbol is a fire choice.
No,
I
I
will
like
say.
the symbol. I
You
like the
you
symbol.
sketched down the symbol, and now you have that. That's a thing that you've got.
Even I don't know what that means.
I know. Well, I think that's a me thing. I think that was a me thing no matter whose body. Like, it felt, man, I'm uncomfortable as a player. I don't know if that was targeted at Margery or at Haribo.
Who's to say? Ah, ha 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 ha. Halloween.
Ooh.
Are you spooked or what?
Well, that was definitely trippy.
I loved it.
Faux show.
That was fun. I liked being a little
Thaddeus
blob.
has a lot of questions for Haribo now.
No, you can only take one.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I mean, you
it's the
can
room
take
where
one,
where
but
I found your belt and the
Ooh.
details of the room.
Mm.
That's a good pick.
I feel like I didn't really experience anything groundbreaking by myself. I just
You did the best
unlocked
at being
Sparkleoneous
Sparkleoneous.
skills.
My apology. Well, no, not my apologies. I had to have someone whose nightmare was not actually nightmarish, so that we could start to reassemble the party.
Yeah.
And Sparkleoneous gave me a nightmare prompt that would only work for him, which obviously wasn't what I was trying to do. So there you go.
When
Mm-hmm.
was
Yeah.
this?
Sparkleoneous was the glue that brought the party back together.
When did this
I'm
nightmare prompt request happen? I remember this.
I'm honestly super grateful because like I had to have someone
week ago?
break out of the nightmares, and so I'm glad that Sparkleoneous gave me a nightmare that was only for him. Was not going to register with any of the other party members.
I'm just gonna remember that the sensation of not having eyes.
I like doing other
Seeing with
people's
my
I'm
nightmares.
gonna remember what it's like to be Bones.
I
I know
love that for
Sparkleoneous and
both
I
of
have
you.
bonded.
Interesting.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Spooky.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all of you, wake up the next morning. You have some wild memories, but I assume based on the way the party has interacted so far that none of you discuss the dreams you've had with anyone else.
No, I'm never talking about this again.
Oh, I totally want to talk to Haribo about what I saw or dreamt or
Oh,
whatever
hell
the
yeah.
heck happened there. But that's not necessarily an over breakfast conversation.
I love that for any of you who want to broach player discussions of each other's backstories. I am so here for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you guys are just kind of stewing on this for the rest of the canon until we get to the next episode.
Oh, and so here's the other question. When we wake up, is Gibbs still awake in the tree?
He's in the tree. Um,
Oh, Gib.
Gib check. Time for a Gib check. That's a 4. Yeah, he's out.
He's out.
Yeah, no, he's in the tree, but he is asleep when you guys wake up. Perception checks from anybody?
Zogmoth says, finally I can get some rest.
That's a 13 from Thaddeus.
Oh, it's dirty 20 for me.
Nice.
5. I'm still sketching.
Okay. With your dirty 20, Margery, as you are climbing up into the tree to dislodge the sleeping Gib, you look down and you notice, as sort of a final shot of the episode, you look down and you notice that the whole campsite was inside of a mushroom circle.
Oh.
Ooh, that is a freaky
Ooh.
frindle hop.
And that's the episode. Thank you.
Good job,
Oh,
Gabe. That was fun.
that was awesome. That was
Take a
That was really
bow,
fun.
yeah.
The freakiest of frindle hops.
Okay, hell yeah. As we're wrapping up the episode, trying to get into sort of an end of session questions routine. So I've got 3 end of session questions for all of y'all, if that
Cool.
is okay.
Let's make it cool, brief.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do as quick as we can. Okay, question 1. What do you think I was good at here in this episode?
Oh, we giving you is this feedback time?
It is. This is what the end of session questions are about, is feedback time.
Oh, okay.
I
Good,
like that
bad,
you
and favorite moment.
I like that you gave us pieces of each of the stories without spelling it out for us. So if we were paying attention, we could figure it out, especially in the beginning. So that was very well done.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
There was
cool.
good
Cool, cool.
teasers in this one. I never felt like I knew 100% what was going on up until the last moment there with the worst part. Dirty loincloth god man.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
switching bodies, but not abilities. So
I also, contrary to popular D&D opinion, I like separating the party from time to time.
I mean, especially narratively, separating the party for a story flow, I think is totally fine. Separating the party when you're going, I mean, that idea comes from OG D&D, right? Where every hit
It's all
kills
about
you
like
every
action
day.
economy.
Yeah.
Like a wizard cannot survive without a party because it takes turns of setup for a wizard to be helpful. You need all of this like flow state. So when you're alone, you just die. You don't get your haste. You don't get your like. I got yelled at by a group of old players. Like we were playing. What were we playing? 3E or something. And I got yelled at because I didn't cast haste in round 1. Yelled at by this group of people, by this group of adults.
That's
I
too
remind
much.
you. Yeah,
That's too much.
they were like, "No, that's the only answer." And I was like, "I remind you, I don't care."
I'm playing game. Hey, I'm playing game.
Let me remind you, I'm having fun. Anyway, that is not neither here nor there. I imagine or enjoy the like splitting us up. I think that it provides different stories all the time. I like that. It was an interesting flow. The beginning was like really cool mystery, and I like huge ups on the like doing other people's nightmares for other people. So it's
Yeah.
like me listening to Thaddeus go through it is scary for me and my like thinking about my character and like around in a circle, I guess, except for Sparkleoneous, but he's living in a human body, and that's got to be nightmarish as well. Yeah. Yeah. I would say that I missed the other nightmares, even though they were spooky. Like setting it up on a battlefield is good, but hard to give. I would imagine that the nightmare that you're going for is like battlefield trauma.
Yeah.
Hard
that's
to
sort of what I
frame
was going
battlefield
for.
trauma as a unless we're focused on like hiding from larger than life creatures, maybe. I don't know, like something that is like makes it a scary battle. I don't know.
That's true. I definitely could have done better at describing the battle. Um, yeah. For the most part, I thought that would be the most scary for good boy Sparkleoneous, which is why I put him in Thad's nightmare.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
to be completely unprepared for battle could be overwhelming. And I loved the imagery that you shared with us of the gigantic hand coming out with the regular size teapot and saucer. That
Hell
imagery
yeah.
of the massive versus the small and delicate is such a cool piece of imagery, and spooky because it was coming out of the dark.
A lot of yeah, there's like some things that don't strike me so much, but I recognize that there's horror there, such as battlefield trauma. But the unknown coming out of the darkness is always scary, and that was a well described unknown coming out of the darkness. And to leave me with more of an unknown that killed that unknown
Yeah. Yeah.
is frightening. With the image, do I also get the green thing? Do I get that event?
You mean Thaddeus's vision there?
No, with the in the end, yeah, when he saw the green eyes looking at
The
me.
moment of
Oh,
the
okay.
purple giant being smashed by the even bigger
Also
even
horrifying.
bigger purple
yeah,
hand.
great, fantastic. Love that
Yes,
moment.
yes.
Okay, cool. That was a big.
And
yeah,
I would
yeah.
even say, I'd even say Haribo, the big green eyes in the above, they're looking at you
Did I recognize?
specifically.
Yeah, they
You,
also said my name
Margery
and that made me
Haribo.
sad.
Yep.
Did I recognize the big purple event? Like the purple hands in the darkness and the teacup and the.
I want to say yes and no. Feels familiar, but not. I wouldn't say recognize.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's question one. Question two. Anything you could say I should work on? Any notes?
No, I thought overall this was a very well done episode. The voices were great, the imagery was great, the sort of the putting us in unknown, unfamiliar, unprepared situations was well done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think more of the scenarios maybe could have been a little bit more in media res. You know, like mine was
Yeah.
like, you're in battle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
That's
you know, it
fair.
really
That's definitely
depends
fair.
on like what the vibe of the dream is, you know. That is kind of a tough one.
M. Grace.
I'm thinking.
I'm mostly just sleepy right now.
That's fine.
I don't really have. I really just enjoyed the whole thing. I don't really have a lot of. I guess kind of like what Lauren said, that some dreams are more detailed than others, but
Big fair. Definitely true.
I mean, but I didn't think that was like took away from the story that needed to get the story that was told.
Curious. I guess it's not. I don't know if it's a note so much as like I just don't. I guess get the Zogmoth appearance as someone who is outside of this dream space. It felt like there was something happening that didn't happen. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. That. I think that tracks. I think it's going to be okay as far as the narrative goes, but that's
Oh yeah.
yeah, definitely worth considering as I
I like that
continue
his
to ponder
powers didn't
how
work. That made
Zogmoth.
me as the player very scared for a moment that I had messed up something for Grace. Like as her character, I didn't want to like kill her mentor or something because he like loses powers, he gets squished, and then she just can't contact him anymore, and we're just like, oh fuck, oh no,
Okay,
because he
yeah.
was like,
You killed
I'm
my
visiting
rabbi.
you, and then I just sort of grabbed him.
Next time it's
That
gonna be
is-
weird.
That is interesting. That's very interesting.
Like I don't know that I'm curious about that. And this is well done enough that it works canonically and like as a Halloween one-off for sure. There's
That's
like
what I was
little
going for.
yeah, no, I love it. It's little canonical nods here and there, and then some spooky like ins and outs.
I wanted to mess around and people gave me juicy backstory details. Like I wanted to play around in there.
Oof.
Or at least show the audience what everyone's going through.
It's fun. That's spooky for Haribo and me as the player.
Okay, hell yeah. Final question, favorite moment. Just like what was the best?
I liked bringing him into the door.
You liked bringing young Garthorn
Yeah,
into
I
the
did.
hell yeah.
I love
like-
being allowed to do things.
Simply the
Hermit
only
crab
reason
pot.
I brought Zuck. Hermit crab Sparkleoneous is huge.
Yeah, Hermit Crab Sparkleoneous was also very
The
clutch.
utilization as Sparkleoneous as an entirely different like species is awesome. Because like like Lawrence plays Sparkleoneous as a bipedal bard.
Yeah, I
Like,
mostly
it's-
play him as a man.
But like to see the bucket as a shell and then you launch off the bucket and you can like move around as like a little nasty goo on the ground is like also pretty fire for thoughts on Sparkleoneous.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, big on the Sparkleoneous motion.
Hermit crab Sparkleoneous. The concept for me of
Sparkleoneous just thinks
Thaddeus
it's icky.
seeing space and then a warp jump within seconds of each other is like
Poor Thaddeus.
wild.
Yeah, that's one of the worst things I can imagine.
Mind bending.
Yeah. No, that was definitely the hardest horror play I could play.
That hit for
Uh,
me as a person.
Yep.
I wanted
like that at all.
the body horror of either having or not having bones to hit harder, but being in space, man, that's
Space sucks, dude.
by far the easiest horror description I've got.
Yeah, that was one of Haribo's biggest fears, everybody. As someone who exists in space, being out there has to suck all the time.
Thaddeus, Margery, favorite moments?
Hermit crab. Sparkleoneous.
Yeah, Hermit crab Sparkleoneous for sure.
Do we lose Thaddeus?
Mike? No favorite moments, huh?
No
Didn't like it.
favorites from Mike. Just
Really
did
hated
not,
it.
Did not like our Halloween podcast. That's
Dang.
okay.
Dang.
He was just spent the whole
Me-
time screaming in a
you-
spaceship.
Oh, he's trying to come back. Oh no.
Yeah, I saw him try and mute and unmute, but
We'll never know.
Maybe
Maybe-
change
maybe-
sources real quick. If you can hear us, I'm imagining you can
Leave-
because now you're trying something.
leave and come back, perhaps.
Leave and come back is huge.
God, I hate that sound. Oh, I hate it.
All right. Now,
Yay.
I sure can.
Yep.
yeah,
Favorite moment?
my favorite moment was the imagery of the purple giant. Just that just limbs and eyes coming out of the darkness and the massive versus the tiny. That imagery resonates with me. That was probably my favorite bit for just mental imagery was super cool.
Yeah, that was solid.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Thank
Well-
you. Big thank you for the feedback. Thank you everyone for watching and or listening. This has been Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dice. No, we didn't do anything with Wilhelm's Hole this time, but next episode, maybe
We're
we
cracking
will.
her open.
Right
Oh.
back into cracking open Wilhelm's
Cracking it
hole.
open.
Right back to it.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wilhelm's gonna need a stretching after we're done with the next few episodes.
Yuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just shouldn't say things on this podcast. Let's just do a silent
And
one.
yet,
Let's
and
just
yet
do a
we
silent one.
do.
Oh man.
Okay,
Episode
bye,
31,
guys.
Happy
an hour and a
Halloween,
half
everyone.
of silence.
Happy Halloween.
I'm so sleepy.
Hell yeah.
All right. Happy Halloween.
Bye.
GG's everybody.
Bye,